Well, welcome everybody. Great to be back here. My name is Thomas. I am one half of Cornbrook Contracting, the business formerly known as Cornbrook Contracting. We're on a little bit of a working man's holiday, if we're honest, and we are heading ourselves. We're in the middle of mainland Europe here. We are in the Austrian-Swiss border, and we're in a small little region called Felsbrunn, and I'm in my truck still, and I've got the trusty Massey on the back now. From when you last saw us there, we got a phone call asking us to bring a couple of bits of equipment, so we changed around our lorry loads, and I have the Massey and the 5-4 Agrimaz plough on the back, just so we can get some work done. We've got some different work lined up here. This truck is pushing up this hill. It's a bit of a climb up here, I must say. But yeah, we've got an exciting opportunity ahead of us, so I'm sure that is what Jamie's going to be filling us in on his vlog. So Jamie is a couple of hours ahead of us. He's already up here, and I think he's already taken off his tractor, unloading his load there, and he's about to go. We've got a little bit of land up here that he's going to start working on. The previous owner has left a bit of equipment behind apparently, so he's getting stuck in there, and I'm about to join him. Very excited to see what the future entails here. There's a tiny old little yard I say yard, it's more of a couple of buildings I believe, but I'm looking forward to see what they look like. The drive over has been wonderful actually. It was very good for us, very event free actually, which is what you kind of want when you're on a long distance. But yeah, so that was all very nice. I have got a couple of jobs lined up already. I need to go and do a bit of baling actually as soon as I get myself all parked up and ready to roll. We're going to go and take the Massey for a spin, which would be great. But as we climb up to the top of the hill here, we are all but there, and we are about another mile along the road here actually. And we'll just take our time around this corner. It's a beautiful sunny day, as you can tell here. It really is stunning. And that is a huge house over there. I don't know who this house belongs to. It's not where we're going though. And we're just going to take our left turn. That is our building over there, you can see. And I think I even just see Jamie out in the field. Get around there. There we go. And off we go. So this is our field of wheat here that I think he's working over, just pulling out some of the weeds in there, which is good. It's looking like it needs a bit of attention. Blasted the horn. The horn's been worked well on this trip, it must be said. And here we are. So this is our little kind of our yard really. This is Cornbrook Contracting Mark II, and let's get ourselves in. We've got a couple of bits of equipment here. And we're just going to have to take a little bit of a wider turn here because I just can't get into that. And in we go. So I think for now we're just going to park ourselves up here, where we'll look to get everything unhooked, and we'll see how it goes. So give me a second to get all sorted out, and we'll go and have a chat with Jamie, I think. Oh, that was a huge big train going past us there. That's quite something. And there we are, we made it. Well, I caught up with you eventually, but we got here.
Yeah, so good trip.
It wasn't all bad. That little hill coming up had a few issues. This is quite a heavy load, so I didn't like that too much. But aside from that, the whole trip was pretty smooth sailing. Not all too bad, which is great actually. Very nice to just kind of push through with that.
Excellent. I think I did start weeding on this field.
I see. Yeah, it's looking good.
Looking at it, I think I'm gonna have to go and get some care wheels on the T6. I was destroying a little bit too much of the crop, and it's causing sort of issues.
Right. Okay. Well, I need to drop off the Massey here, drop off the plough, because I need to go and pick up a baler. I think we've got a bit of, is it hay or silage we need to go and bale? One of the two. So
yeah,
we need to go and get a go with that. So you could follow me down and pick up the wrapper, I think, and we'll get that knocked out especially quickly if you want to.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think yeah, I'll follow you down there, and we'll get baling and wrap.
Perfect. Do you want to just jump into my truck first and pull that forward? I'll take the Massey off, and we'll get that plough hooked.
Okay, sounds like a good plan. I will. I'll get the trailer unhooked.
Excellent stuff. So I think you just went here and started this up already. The mighty 7719 is looking glorious. We gave this a heck of a clean off and the polish up as well, so it's really looking good. We're gonna jump in, and that's looking lovely. And there we go, just unfold the plow as well. And yeah, we're just going to dump this in the shed for now. We don't need the plow just yet. We were asked if we could bring some equipment over with us. Now obviously just with 2 trucks we couldn't bring the world, but we've certainly brought over what we can at least. That's going to give us a bit of a head start. But we'll drop this into here for now. There's a few birds around here, but that's not a problem. And yeah, we're going to go and fire on with some baling here. So, as you can see here, it's looking fantastic. We got all of this polished up. It's looking really good. Just take those 2 bolts out there and we should be good to go. That's wonderful. And we will get ourselves away. So, out the corner, there we go. I'm going to head back down to a local dealership to pick up everything we need, and then we can get ourselves away. Now we do have our CB radios fitted in these tractors as always, so we should see if they're on the right frequency. Jamie, can you hear me on this radio frequency here?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Splendid stuff. I think I know where I'm going. Do you want to just follow me and we'll go and see if we can get these get this equipment sorted out?
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. Yeah, I was just thinking while I'm down at the shop when we got this finished, what I'll do is I'll see if I can get some care wheels sorted for this.
Gotta take it pretty slow. This is quite the hill. I don't know about you, Jamie. I nearly got stuck coming up this hill. The truck didn't want to quite know about it at the end.
Yeah, it's quite a steep bit. I suppose this is one of the beauties of us being in the foothills of the Alps. It's
it is stunning.
It's absolutely amazing.
If we're here long enough, we might get some snowplow work, maybe.
That'd be good. We had a little bit of experience with it before, so.
Any word from Dave back home? I haven't heard from him for a while. Is everything looking okay over that way?
Yeah, still seems to be ticking over nicely. Still seems to be going okay.
Hasn't burnt the place down yet?
No, thankfully.
And of course we left Dave looking after Cornbrook. Not a lot to do there. He was just kind of making sure that the yard was kept nice and safe and everything else was looking good. Had the loader to work on with, and he had his little tractor as well if he needed it. But yeah, this is a heck of a hill down. Perfect. So I do believe we need to go down to the store, but I do believe we're actually coming to a little place just down here on the left actually. So we're going to be retracing our routes. What we will do for now though is go and get everything gathered up, get ourselves ready to roll, and we'll come back to you in just a little bit. Alright, so we just recently passed this magnificent looking voucher here, and turns out it is the gentleman who's rowing up our field for us. So we're going to jump straight in and we'll get this all done. We're going to follow him up here. Not the biggest field in the world, but it does look like we are. It does look like we've got a bit of a hill to contend with, so we'll have to get set up with that. Before we go too much further, though, we're gonna have a bit of a look at our equipment, and we'll see how it's all coming together. So we'll leave that there. We're just gonna jump out. Now, of course, we were using class quadrant balers back home, but we're settling in for a Coon today, and it looks fantastic. This is a heck of a baler, is it not?
It really is. They really know how to make their balers to Coon.
Yeah, I was just saying on my camera here, we're used to class balers back home, but this is something rather meaty. It might be a bit heavy to get up the hill, but we're going to give it the best shot.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of glad that your Massey's attached to it and not my T6.
I mean, we've spoken about this a lot. The Massey is always the bigger, stronger, more powerful option. And it doesn't matter which continent we're on, it'll always be the same.
Yeah.
Alright, well I see you're on the road there anyway, so I'll get myself going and get you pulled off the road, and then shouldn't take us too long to get going, I don't think.
Yeah, cool. This contractor out here that's doing the rest of it seems to be pretty good.
He's not doing too bad a job there, is he? He's flying along, so we'll have to chase him out the area. We don't want him threatening us here.
Right, either that or hire him.
Either or, if you can't beat them, join them, right?
Exactly. All right, well, let's get cracking then.
Sounds good. Heck of a lovely looking machine there, though. Really beautiful. Alright, just let the revs build up a little bit there, lower down the pickup reel, and away we go. I don't know quite why it's raked up all the way to this side there, but maybe that's just the default setting for the rake. We're just pulling a little bit of fresh stuff, but it's all been wrapped in the end, so it shouldn't be too much of a hardship. Oh, there we go. Let's get firing a bit better. That's better. Really is going to be a heavy pull up this hill here, but it is what it is. He's making some monstrously big swaths over there, so we're going to have to try and contend with those, but we'll always find a way, and we'll get this all baled up nice and quickly. It looks like it's a very, it's kind of like a perennial ryegrass here. It looks like it's going to be quite wet as well and thick in places, so we'll have to battle through that where possible. That being said, I'm in the best tractor to do it, and we're going to fly through it, all being well there. This baler is huge. I can't see a thing out the back. There's no... Because it's not my machine, usually for something like this I'd probably put like a little rear view camera on here so I can see what's happening out the back end. We can't see that as it goes, so we're just going to have to kind of make the most of it. And that we will try to do. And so we're going to get going. We'll come back to you in a little while and we'll see how it's all shaping up. This is one heck of a thick crop. I don't think I've ever been in a field of silage like this before.
No, it's mad. Having trouble getting lined up for the bales in some instances.
The size of these swaths he's raking up for me here, it's my tractor is struggling to clear them. It's incredible.
Oh wow, I can see that from here.
Luckily though, it's a Massey, so you know it just gets on with the job in hand. Well then folks, we're pushing through, we're trying, these swaths are monstrously big, the raker man is flying through it and it's giving us a lot to do, so much so that this coon is chomping away at the swaths, but it still can't go very quickly, and this hill is not helping. However, we're almost nearly halfway through already there, which is a nice little start. It's nice to finally get some farming work to do here, rather than just drive in, so we're getting set up slowly but surely, and we'll see how it all goes. So what I would say for now is we are going to leave this here. It's just been a short one, but the Cornbrook boys are on the continent and we are ready to roll, so we'll leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Simulation for the Nation and Virtual Farmer, who of course host both myself and Jamie's content, and we will see you in the next one. So until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.